Okay, here's the last video for section 1.3 on circles, and here we finally get to um, the circles. And so this is the equation for a circle of radius r centered at the origin. That equation is x squared plus y squared equals r squared. And so you can see here's a picture, right? This is 0, 0 right here. Let me drop a perpendicular here, right? And do you see the distance from, if this is the point P, the distance from here to here is x, and the distance, the vertical distance up to here, right, is y. Okay? And so, no matter where we move this circle, r is a constant, right? It doesn't change. That's the radius, right? No matter where I draw it, this will always be r. And then we still have this relationship here, x squared plus y squared equals r squared, right? Because over here, if I wanted to get to this point Q, isn't this the x coordinate and this the y coordinate? Okay, and by the Pythagorean theorem, x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So that's how these triangles are related to circles. Basically, you're just rotating triangles all around the circle, and that generates the equation of the circle. Okay, so for example, what would the equation of a circle be with radius 4? Assuming that we're centered at the origin, the equation of the circle is x squared plus y squared equals 4 squared. So x squared plus y squared equals 16. So I recommend that you know and memorize the equation of the circle. Another two formulas that will come up quite frequently are the area of a circle and the circumference of a circle. Memorize these, they do come back in calculus and beyond. The area of the circle is pi r squared. So if our radius is still 4, the area is equal to pi times r squared, which is 4 squared, and that is 16 pi. And we just leave the pi. We don't substitute in 3.14 to deal with decimals. We just leave it as 16 pi. Okay, so the area of a circle, just so that we're clear, is the shaded area inside. Now, if we wanted the circumference is the distance around the circle, right? That's supposed to be an arrow going outside the circle so that you know that we're looking at the border. And so that c is equal to 2 pi r. In this case that I've been using, r is 4. So 2 times pi times r is 8 pi. And so the way I remember these formulas is that circumference is just a distance, right? And so I don't have any squares. Whereas the area, right, the area is two-dimensional, right? And when you have two dimensionals, you have like square area, and that's why your radius is squared. Okay? So in case you forget which is which, that should help you make or distinguish between the two. So in your notes, make sure that you have the equation of a circle. That's x squared plus y squared equals r squared. Also have the area of a circle, a equals pi r squared. Circumference of a circle, c equals 2 pi r. And definitely make sure to commit the last two to memory.